Hey guys, Mr. Wigan. Today we're going to look at angle relationships when two lines are cut by a transversal. So when we have two lines, like these two blue lines, and they are cut or intersected by a transversal, the red line, these 8 angles are formed. And these 8 angles have relationships, and we're going to take a look at those relationships here. So first we're going to look at adjacent angles. Adjacent, it basically means next to. So we're looking at angles that are adjacent or next to each other. So that's angle 1 and 2, angle 3 and 4, angle 5 and 6, angle 7 and 8. Now we also have adjacent angles, angle 1 and 3, angle 2 and 4, angle 5 and 7, and angle 6 and 8. And it turns out when the two lines, and the two blue lines in this example, if they're parallel, adjacent angles are supplementary. The two angles would add up to 180 degrees. All right, next are interior angles. So if I'm looking at the two blue lines, the angles that are inside of those two blue lines are interior. So that's angle 3, 4, 5, and 6. They're interior angles. We also have exterior. So once again, the blue lines, if you're looking at the angles outside of the blue lines, they're exterior. So that's angle 1, 2, 7, and 8. Right, then we have alternate interior angles. Right, alternate refers to the angles being on opposite or alternate sides of the transversal. So one is above it, one's below it, or think of it as one on the left, one on the right. And then interior, once again, are the angles that are inside the blue lines. So angle 3 and angle 6 are alternate interior angles. And angle 4 and angle 5 are also alternate interior angles. If the blue lines happen to be parallel, then alternate interior angles are congruent. So they're going to be the same measure. All right, then we have alternate exterior angles. Once again, alternate on opposite or alternate sides of the transversal, but this time exterior. So angles 2 and 7 are alternate exterior, as well as angle 1 and angle 8. If the blue lines are parallel, alternate exterior angles, just like alternate interior angles, are congruent. Now we have same side interior angles. So same side, I mean the angles are on the same side of the transversal, and interior, once again, they are inside the blue lines, they're interior angles. So angle 3 and angle 5 would be same side interior, and angle 4 and angle 6 are same side interior. And when the blue lines are parallel, the same side interior angles are supplementary. The two angles would add up to equal 180 degrees. All right, then we have same side exterior angles. So these angles are on the same side of the transversal, but they're exterior angles. So that would be like angle 1 and angle 7, or angle 2 and angle 8. And when the blue lines are parallel, same side exterior angles, just like same side interior angles, are supplementary. They would add up to 180 degrees. Right, then we have corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are always on the same side of the transversal, and I like to think of them in the same position on the two lines. So for instance, if I'm looking at angle 1 here, it's to the left of the transversal and just above the blue line. Well, same thing with angle 5. It's to the left of the transversal and just above the blue line. So they're in the same position. So angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. Angle 3 and angle 7 are corresponding. Angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding. And angle 4 and angle 8 are corresponding. And if the blue lines are parallel, corresponding angles are congruent. They're same measure. Right, then we have vertical angles. Vertical angles are angles that are across from each other, that are diagonal from each other. So angle 1 and 4 are vertical. Angle 2 and 3 are vertical. Okay, I like to think of, or I like to remember vertical angles as if you make these two V's that are pointing at each other, and their two V's come from the angles, and V for vertical. That's one way to remember. Right, angle 5 and angle 8 are also vertical, and angle 6 and angle 7 are vertical. And when the two blue lines are parallel, vertical angles are congruent. They are the same measure. All right, so that's a transversal cutting or intersecting two lines and all the different angle relationships that are made from that. And then once the blue lines are parallel, how that relates as well. All right, good luck, guys.